You know that feeling when you watch a video and you instantly feel inspired and just want to run to your craft desk and make something similar? That's what we're doing today. I was watching a video by my friend Petra, and she was sharing a flip through of an XXL journal that she had created, and I just love Petra's style. I've had the pleasure of meeting Petra a couple of years ago at one of the art journal festivals here in Vienna, and we've met a couple of times since. And I just really enjoy her style. It's so different from mine. And I think what I really like about it is that Petra seems so free in what she does. Like, you know, I'm a perfectionist. Petra doesn't seem to be. I've never discussed this with her, but from looking at the way she makes journals and the way she works in journals is very free to me. So that's what I want to try to do with this journal that I'm going to make. I want to try to leave the perfectionism behind. I feel like I am constantly battling my perfectionism making journals. And at the same time, I want to use things that I've been hoarding for a long, long time. So I went through my supplies and found some things that I might include. At least it's a short list, you know, and having a smaller amount to choose from is less overwhelming for me. So maybe I'll show you first the kind of pages I think I'm going to use. So we have a vintage ledger paper. Then I have this beautiful vintage French magazine page. You might have seen this in another recent video. I have some book pages. So these are all fairly big because I want this to be quite big as well. So these are all in German. Then we have some beautiful English Edith Holden pages. I'm always reluctant to put these in journals because they are so beautiful. So I'm always reluctant to use them because, of course, I would be adding things to the pages. But let's see if I can make this happen. Oh, this is June. This is total coincidence that I chose this page. And then we have some very old German book pages. These tear quite easily. We have some more German vintage random pages, some music sheets. I guess this is from a flea market. Someone was writing music, something I cannot do, but I think it's really cool. Again, we have June. I really did not even see that. So this is in English. Then we have this beautiful Asian paper. This looks like it's Korean. Love this. Wish I knew what it meant. I hope it's nothing bad. More German book page. This is I already cut something out, so I would probably just cut this off. This is way too many pages, I think. We have more vintage pages. This is in English. Another one of these German double pages and more German newspaper or magazine pages. And these are from a book that I found once at my Goodwill. I'm not sure what this book was for, but the pages look interesting. So these I think I will use, or some of these I will use as a base for my pages. And then I also went through some more decorative items that I will incorporate somehow. Some of these will be their own pages, like this adorable paper bag. And just some random things I have been hoarding. This is cut out of a magazine, probably from a Daphne's Diary. We have two German postcards. This one says thank you, and I love the gold shimmer, and this one says vermehrt Schönes, meaning make more beautiful things. Just a cute pink vintage envelope. So this I've really had forever, and unfortunately it has torn. This is from some scrapbooking paper. This is a copy of one of my own portraits. a piece of a paper bag. This again, I'm sure is from, no, it's from a random magazine. I just love the colors, love the bird here, but I also love this. Can't have both. Another beautiful paper bag. How cute. And we have this very beautiful and interesting vellum paper. We have some more vintage book pages with beautiful butterfly images. This one as well. And we have some of this very, very old vellum. I don't know. You know what it is. Love the sound. This, I believe, is from Daphne's Diary. Yeah, this was a German Daphne's Diary edition. And from the way it's folded, I think I wanted to make a journal cover out of this. And I never did, but maybe it could be a cute journal page. A vintage seed pocket. This, I don't know if I'm going to use this. Obviously a vintage German book page, and I glued a napkin on top. This was kind of a fail of a Tim Holtz embossing folder, and I say fail because first of all it cut through the paper, and second of all I think I didn't really like the paper, although I don't know why. I think the paper's fine, so maybe I can incorporate that somehow. Cute greeting cards that I found at my Goodwill at some point. Another one here. These are all blank. Very fun paper bag. This is from a book. Then I have some beautiful tissue papers here. This is again from, I think, that same magazine with the bird. These are some very old digitals from, obviously, some doilies. These are photographs of doilies that I have purchased at flea markets mostly. This is a really old printable. I will be happy to link this for you below. It obviously has more of these doilies on it. A random page, but this is such an interesting texture. It feels like fabric paper. I don't know. Beautiful envelope. It looks like a Van Gogh painting. Very cute tissue paper. And this beautiful envelope, which has always been too big to add to any journal, but this might be the journal that I could add it into. Usually I would start a journal by making the cover, so then I know how big the pages need to be. But this time I'm doing it the other way around because I want to use these pages. So this is going to be the size of my largest pages. So I will choose some of these. The great thing is that these are folded in half and I don't have to sew them together. So let's maybe do 3 of these to begin. Then we'll use these 2 Edith Holden pages. Maybe we'll already kind of put them, I can't really put them together yet because I don't know what other pages I will be using. Definitely going to use this beautiful ledger paper. And this beautiful French paper, which is actually even taller than these pages. But we'll do it anyway. Let's make this a little more challenging. I just love it when you have these different book page sizes, right? It really invites you in, I have the feeling. I like the look of that. That could be one signature already. So this is obviously going to be quite eclectic. We're mixing modern and vintage as well. Okay, so now we have pages like these, which obviously need to be reinforced and attached to each other. And we're simply going to use some tape. This is paper tape. Petra was also showing this in her video, and I remembered that I have something like this, and these are really great because they're not shiny and they're also really strong. Totally crooked. It's fine. I'm not bothered by it. I'll do it on the back side as well. So this is going to be just a very chilled video where we're constructing some book pages. I don't know how far we're going to get in this video. I feel a little bit anxious that I don't have any idea yet what I'm going to do for the cover. Because as I said, usually that would be my first thing, and that kind of dictates the whole vibe of the journal. So I'm kind of missing that as guidance. But we got this. We can do this. So this one doesn't need any reinforcement. That can just go in here. So I currently have 4 pages in this signature. So let's do 4 pages in the other signatures as well. Let's one of these. And I just love it when there's these torn edges. The more raggedy, the better. This one will definitely need something else, something smaller on the front here, I feel. So that's 4. Then we'll add another Edith Holden on top of this one. Let's tape these 2 together as well. It's actually better if these are not lined up completely. I mean, obviously they should be straight, but I think it's easier if we leave just a little bit of a gap, like 1/8 of an inch, a few millimeters. That will make it easier to fold the page. Yeah, this bends a lot easier than the first one I taped here, which I, just reinforced because the pages were actually still connected. This is definitely better. So maybe even worth tearing 2 pages apart and then putting them together with a little bit of a gap. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I really want to use this one. 4. So that's 3 signatures. Let's make another one. We have enough of these larger ones. So I don't really have anything too small. Well, we can put this one in front. Should we take this music sheet? Maybe we'll tear that in half. Yeah, now that looks better because we have 3 different sizes and we need one more to put on the inside. Maybe this one. I really like this one. Okay, so that means we already have 4 signatures with 4 pages each. Let's put these to the side. Not so many left over, that's great. I'm also happy when I can reduce some of the materials I have laying around. Okay, next I want to think about which of these items here I want to be separate pages. So definitely this one, because it is so big that it needs to be its own page. Then I think this I also want to be its own page, but not as large. So let's tear this in half. We can use this in 2 different signatures maybe. I just think this is really fun. So, but we need something that we can attach on the other side of this envelope. Also, I think some of these smaller envelopes I want bound into the journal pages. This is all for decoration. Can't see what I have in my hand. So this one, I think I want to just fold. It's not a problem if I find something later that I wanted to put in, because I can always add it as a flip out. This I really want to be its own page. This one as well. No. This one I think needs to be its own page. As well as this. Maybe this one could be the other side of this one. That's a thought. Not sure. This or this one maybe even better. Yep, I think I like this one better. And then we also have this beautiful butterfly page. I think you need to be a separate page, but we need to do something here because it is falling apart. This obviously is its separate page, as well as this envelope. This here not. No. And I think all of these, yeah, they're more decoration items. This paper bag can be its own page. Okay, so all of these items I want to have as pages. We'll pair these 2, and then this one here also needs to be reinforced. So we're making decisions. That's good. So now with this one, I am going to do what I mentioned before. Even though they are attached, I'm going to tear them apart. And I'm not sure that I want to use this tape. No, let's just use this tape. So this is supposed to be also an exercise in not overthinking things. Just playing at your heart's desire. Okay, that's a page. Then we just need to connect these 2. Doesn't matter that they're not the same height. Again, this is totally crooked. It's okay. I'm telling myself more than I'm telling you that. Okay, so that's another page. So we have these 2, and then we have all of these. These are all ready to go. So we just need to distribute all of these within these 4 signatures. Okay, so first of all, I definitely want to add something in front here and here for the beginning of the signatures. Maybe even 2 things. We could put the butterflies first. And then even something small. I think another butterfly now would be too much. So either this paper bag or this one. I kind of like that one. Or we also have this envelope. Oh, I like this envelope actually. Yeah, let's do that. So we've added 2 additional things to this one. Let's also take 2 for this one. What do we want in front? How about something fun like this very bright butterfly card? Love that. And then in between here we could add this paper bag. So that's 2 things for this one. And what about this one? Do we want this to be the front page? Again, I think that might be too many butterflies. I don't know. That does not work. This would work. Or is it better here? I think this one is better here. This here has this color, so let's add this in front. And then we still have these. Let's add this large thing here. Or should we, let's make that the center. Or not the center, but in here. Or the center. Let's make it the center. Oh, but it needs something else here. I don't like this. Let's add this paper bag. So this one here has a bit more than the other signatures, but that's okay. I need to add something else in here. Let's put this here. And then we have this card. Yeah, let's leave it in the middle here. Okay, let's see how this feels. Do they feel sort of even? I'm just trying to test this. This is something I learned from my dear friend Louise Heinzel. Totally makes sense. You just feel your signatures and see if they kind of feel even. They totally do not. This one here feels a lot thicker, but I think actually at this point it doesn't matter because we're going to be adding so many things still that it will be balanced completely different once we have more things in there. We're not going to bind this yet anyway, so we can still switch things around. No problem at all. Oh, and I forgot to add these. I definitely want to add these. I don't think I'll be putting anything on these papers, but I just think they're so cute and they feel so nice when you flip through the pages, you know, just to have a completely different texture. It's just really nice. So we'll put one in here. I also don't know yet in which order these signatures will go. Maybe in the last one. Definitely not in here because this is such a fat one already. So let's put it in here. Yeah, this needs something. Okay, so let's see. How many pages do we have now in total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
So 28 pages folded in half is what I have now. But now I would love to know what my cover is going to be because otherwise, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a journal. Do you know what I mean? So I found this and I think this is going to be my cover. So I don't think I'll be adding much to it because I think this is so beautiful. This is from the 1920s. It's from a book with music sheets. And it says, Die Zirkusprinzessin, meaning the circus princess. It's from Vienna. They also have companies in Leipzig, in Germany, and in New York. And I think this is so gorgeous. And I think the size should work pretty well. we see here? Copyright 1926. Here it actually says Leipzig, so that's Germany, and Wien, Vienna, for Great Britain and United States of America by Emmerich Kallmann, Julius Brammer, and Alfred Grünwald. But this stamp here is from Vienna, so that's where I live, in case you didn't know. So I think this would be an amazing journal cover. Let's gently try to tear this off. Anyway, I'll be using the music sheets themselves separately, so there's no point in keeping the cover on here. And I think I'll also use the back part. Again, here it says Vienna. Oh, Wien 7, meaning Vienna 7th District, which is where I used to live a while back. Oh, this is so fun. And so that you can also enjoy this cover, I'm happy to give this to you as a freebie. You can find it linked below on my Ko-fi site. Unfortunately, you won't have this beautiful metallic shine, but I think the image is just absolutely fabulous. I'm so in love with this image. So I think I'll be using this as a scan in other projects because it's just too beautiful. And it's either from a flea market or it's from a Goodwill. I don't remember. So the size is actually bigger than I need because I was hoping that some of these pages would peek out. I mean, the width is great. It's a bit tall. Maybe I will just trim it down just a tiny bit because I definitely don't want to cut off this writing or this writing. Okay, so I cut this down just a little bit. Didn't cut anything important off. And I think now it fits better. You can't see it because this is too tall. Look, it's pretty much exactly the same size. And the width is perfect as well. These are cardstock, so they're not flimsy, so I think that's pretty good for a cover. I will still think about whether I want to strengthen this, especially because there's nothing important here on the back that I would wish to keep. So maybe I will just strengthen these. But obviously, when you print this cover out, you can either print it on cardstock, or if you don't have cardstock, you just want to print it on a thinner, like copy paper or something like that. Obviously, you can just make it sturdier by gluing it onto some cardstock. So we have this. Yeah, I might want to make this more sturdy, especially because this already has a fold here. So I might do that. Love it so far. How fun is this? So I hope you join me for the next video where we will continue working on this fun journal. Love you guys. Mwah! Mwah!